Hello my friends, it is Aimee Esther here, and today I'm sharing a very personal story with you. I want to share with you what it's like to live with an invisible illness. And we're getting super personal because I have my journal here. I'm going to read you direct entries from when I had doctors tell me nothing was wrong with me, and not only could my friends and family not see my illness, it was invisible to doctors as well. And so it was a really big struggle, but I really want to share it with you today in hopes that there's someone out there who is feeling like I did at the time and who just needs some hope or a friend to know what they are going through and how they are feeling, because I have definitely been there. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, I'm Aimee Esther, and I'm not going to do a big intro today, but I have several chronic illnesses. You can see them down below or watch some of my other videos. Head over to my Instagram. There's ways you can learn more about me, but today I'm just going to start reading a few of my journal entries just so you can hear. I've told my story before. I have a few videos about my story, but I just wanted the real, raw, emotional story, and so today we're going to the journal entries. So to start off, I got sick in March of 2016. I had some stomach issues at first, and they just kept snowballing into other things, fatigue, all these different symptoms. So today we are starting in November of 2016. So it'd been about 6 months, but those first 6 months, nothing really happened. I had just kind of started feeling pain, gone to doctors, but no big things had happened to that point. So the first entry I'm going to read to you today is November 27th, 2016. So life is good and bad. Well, it's good, but real tough, and I'm trying to get through the days. I am still so sick. In fact, I am way more sick than before this diet. I have all of my same symptoms: crazy bloating, upset stomach, nausea after eating, plus now I'm extremely fatigued. It's ridiculous. I'm exhausted all the time. Right now, I feel like I need to sit down, but I'm already sitting. What the heck? This is so annoying. I'm in my second month of teaching high school, and some days I'm just praying that I'll make it through the days. Teaching actually helps me because it keeps my mind off it, but when I'm teaching, I'm kind of just zone out for a bit. The fatigue is really tough, but luckily my classes go by fast, so that helps a lot. It helps my days go by. Our marriage is going really well, although this illness has made things a lot harder. Today was especially hard for Josh. He was struggling because he got so frustrated with the illness and with God for allowing us to have this trial. Not that Josh is the only one who feels this way, I often do too. I'd give anything to feel normal again. In fact, I don't even remember what it feels like. I don't remember the last day I didn't feel sick. I just want to find someone who could help me. I'm ready to be done with this. December 4th, 2016. I'm having a really emotional day. I am still so sick. I don't know how or when I will get better. I feel so helpless and alone. I have Joshua and a lot of support from family and friends, but I just don't know how much more I can take. I'm just ready for this burden to be taken away from me. It feels never ending. Today I'm wondering why I have this trial. I'm pondering why God would give this to me and what I'm supposed to be learning that I am obviously not learning yet. What should I be learning from this illness? What does God want me to be doing? December 18th, 2016. Well, here I am again, complaining about being sick. It never goes away, no matter what I do. I've been eating around 1,000 calories a day, and eating less helps a bit, but I'm still so sick most of the day. The past few days have been a bit better, but the week started out so rough. Last Sunday was my sister-in-law's homecoming. Everyone was there, which meant everyone kept asking me how I was doing, and it really got me. I was pretty emotional that day, constantly holding back tears. Then, as we were leaving that night, I lost all control and I burst into tears. Josh's whole family was there. I ran into the car and cried until Josh came and asked if I wanted to go home or come back inside with everyone and get a blessing. I decided to go back in since I had already embarrassed myself. Why not more? Instead, everyone sat with me and helped me brainstorm what to do next. Everyone was researching, calling people they know with similar situations, and really helped me get some ideas where to go and what to do. I talk a little bit more about just some of the things that people suggested and one of them was to get my endometriosis removed, which is something that I've always known that I've had endometriosis, and someone said, oh, it might be causing your GI symptoms if you know, the endometriosis is growing on your GI system. So continuing. So next week we have an appointment to get a laparoscopic surgery to check out what is going on inside me and to see if I have endometriosis. Crossing our fingers that it's not a waste of time and money. I don't know how much more I can take of this. Sunday, January 8th, 2016. It's the start of a new year, and I'm ready to make some personal changes to be a better person. I've been a crappy journal writer lately, and I'm really going to try to get back at this like I used to be. Most importantly, I've been such a crappy wife. I got so sick when we first got married, and even though I was sick at the beginning, I was still a good wife. I cooked beautiful homemade meals every single night. I made homemade bread and breakfast cereal every week. I'd wake up early and make him lunch and clean the house after he left for work. I had laundry done twice a week, and I was so much more productive with my days. Now I get home from work and I sit my butt on the couch and can't get myself to leave. I've decided that I'm going to try to be better. 2 weeks ago I got my laparoscopic surgery and it went well. After I woke up from my surgery, I asked the nurse how long my surgery was, and she told me that it was an hour and a half. Originally the plan was about 40 minutes, so after they told me that, I knew for sure they had found something, and I was really excited. Anyone else get excited when you have surgery and they find something wrong? Yeah, just me. Josh came in and they told me they found endometriosis and ovarian cysts. They also found a pool of blood where another cyst had burst. Sorry if that's too much information. We'll skip that next line. Anyways, it made so much sense for me. I thought it must have been causing my symptoms. I was sure my illness would finally be over. After my surgery, I blamed everything I felt on the surgery, but soon I noticed the same old symptoms. I am still sick even after all that. Our next thought is maybe a problem with my gallbladder. I want to get it checked and possibly removed, but I'm nervous about once again ending the surgery with no help and no questions answered. It's getting so expensive and so stressful. The worst thing lately is my anxiety. It is getting so bad. I get so anxious about everything. Grocery shopping, eating, not eating, exercising, not exercising, my marriage, my family, my job. All of this causes me so much stress. I've been having some really bad anxiety attacks where it's hard to control my emotions. Once I feel good and in control, something happens and I have another attack. January 22nd, 2017. Well, not much is new. Still sick. What? Why am I still so sick? It's the worst. I'm so ready to be better, and I got a cold this weekend. It's really great. So on Friday, I met with a PA doctor, and she made me feel terrible. She made me feel like it's all my fault that I'm still sick. She made it sound like the colonoscopy would come back negative and suggested that I needed to go back on the low FODMAP diet again because I wasn't strict enough, according to her. I tried to explain that I was super strict, but she didn't seem to believe me. It made me feel horrible, like it was my fault that I was still sick, but I know deep in my heart that it's not. My gut feeling, probably the spirit, is telling me there is something wrong with me that we haven't found yet. I just know it. And even doctors that don't believe me can't bring me to change the way I feel. Something is really wrong with me. That diet isn't going to help. I pray and pray for answers, but nothing seems to come to me except to keep trying, keep seeking to find answers. I know that as we push forward, that we will be blessed. My anxiety has been rough lately. It's worse when I can't exercise. I actually realized today while watching Hope Works, Hope Works is like the Christian TED Talks. You should go look it up, it's great. Anyways, that exercise and cooking used to be me. It was my identity. Now that I don't have that, I feel lost. I've got to fill that hole until I get better. February 1st, 2016. I've been getting worse lately. My fatigue is taking over my life. I have no energy to do anything. My legs ache all the time. It doesn't seem to matter how much I eat, I'm still sick. I hate it. I keep getting urges to work out, but when I start, I just ache, and after too much, I feel like I can't physically do more. And now, not only do I get sick when I eat, but nothing ever sounds good except popcorn. I literally eat air pop popcorn every single day. Then I lay around watching TV. We just finished all 5 seasons of Longmire. That's a great show, by the way. And this week alone, we got through a whole season of House. What is my problem? Saturday, February 4th, 2017. Well, they found nothing. Everything was completely normal as always. Then the doctor suggested that I have a hydrogen breath test that I canceled last month. I felt horrible after and had a bad breakdown with Josh. Sunday, February 12th, 2017. Today has been really hard. I'm feeling extra frustrated. I'm feeling extra frustrating. My bad. I'll edit that. I'm feeling extra frustrated. I'm so ready to feel normal again. I'm constantly sick and it makes life so hard. I'm here today at church with Josh's parents. The whole family is here today. I love being with them and spending time with them, but it's so hard for me to force myself to feel good and be in a good mood. I feel like I ruined the party because everyone is always asking me about how I feel, and I'm not very fun either. So it's hard not to feel worse when I'm feeling so sick and try to force myself to feel good. It seems like I keep getting worse every week. Right now, I feel so shaky and fatigued. I can't seem to find anything that makes me feel better. When I get like this, my heart always feels like it's racing, and sometimes I'm worried that I'll pass out at any moment. In fact, I'm kind of surprised I haven't yet. I've prayed about this so much, and I haven't gotten any answers except keep trying, keep looking for answers, don't give up. It's hard to keep faith and patience all the time, but I know that I can't give up. So that is diving into my personal journal of how long was that? Like 8 months of my life while things were really bad. Those were during the worst months of my illness and my doctor's appointments. So I may have to split this into 2 parts. So this is part 1 and you'll see part 2 next week. I hope this video was helpful for you if you are struggling with an invisible illness and no one can seem to find out what's wrong with you. If you want to know the end of my story, go watch. I have one called My POTS Story. I also have one that's just my whole story with all my chronic illnesses. That's a long one, but that's, I think, the second video I made. I will link them both below if you want to watch those. Or just keep subscribing to my channel and you'll learn more about the rest of my story. If you enjoyed this video, would you please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to see you around some of my other videos, so feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.